there's like, you have your playing time and you have your practice time.
Yeah.
All that stuff that's half-baked does not belong in your playing time. But you are improvising. So you still need to be risk adverse, but within this territory where you have control. So do you know the difference between the things you have control over and the things you don't? I guess that's the first question.
I think I have an idea. Yeah.
Yeah, I have quintuplets.
What's that?
Oh.
Something go horribly wrong?
I think maybe. Let's see. Did OBS stop the stream? It's possible. Let's open the browser and see. Let's see. This is a cool concept, watching someone else take a lesson. Are you guys still seeing this?
I think it's...
Is it
stopped? What did the error say?
I think it's going on. I think we're just out of space on the computer for filming it.
Oh, let me delete some shit.
Oh, don't worry about it. No, they're still on. Fuck it.
Yeah, but I mean, we still want this recorded for the... Okay, yeah, no, let's keep going.
You know what I mean? We'll burn this one, and we'll just have another one.
Yeah.
Fuck it. This is for you guys. All right.
I can also download it from YouTube. Anyways.
All right. Cool. What were we talking about? I forget completely.
Do I know what I have control over?
Yes, exactly.
Not?
So for me, like if I'm trying to shoot in quintuplets into this groove, I'm just like, fuck. Like my mind, like if my brain sends me a sick, because sometimes it happened to me like, when we were like opening for Scott Henderson, I see Scott Henderson like in the audience or like Osno or somebody, I'm like, play substitutions. Like my mind sends me this fucking message, right, to like my nervous system, and it's a message of pure idiocy.
Yeah.
It's like, why? Like, it's like Osno is oh my god, a substitution, right? Scott's like, oh my god, a quintuplet.
Yeah.
It's like they don't care. It's we think that like the stuff that's sort of at the edge of what we can do is the impressive stuff about us.
Yeah.
But everything you just got control over is something that was at the edge of your ability a while ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's nothing, that shit ain't broke, right? So I would say when you're playing with people, you really need to just hone in on the things, not that you can do, but that sound good. Mm-hmm. Right? It's like, because there's a lot of shit I can do on the guitar, but I really haven't totally figured out how to, like, Carnegie Hall proof that shit, right? It's like if anybody played those notes at that tempo, this would be like solid, right? I'm not saying obviously there's like a Derek Trucks that can make like an E note sound like, fucking, an angel's coming, but it's like most people just sort of play, good time, good tone. That's what I'm talking about. Just this like attainable, good playing level. So try to filter out of your playing for a moment all the shit that is closer to the fringe of your ability.
Okay. Yeah.
Right? And just play, you can play slower, but play shit that you think can sound good. I probably have made you too self-conscious to sound good now.
It's okay.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean...
You're gonna eat some shit and we're gonna talk about something else.
Oh, yeah. That's all right.
Okay. 1, 2. I want to... But, one of your biggest problems is that you don't know how to play slow. You know how to play, you know how to ride the groove, and that's home base for you.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
you don't have a level of slow playing underneath that eighth note thing, and that eighth note thing is not it's sort of like you being the drummer. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like we're playing minor swing, and there's the rhythm section, and you're sort of like sitting with them. But back to that confidence thing, it's like you're that. Imagine like Frank Sinatra singing over an entire big band.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? You're not one of them now. You're over there.
Yeah.
And you can't just be like, that's background. Right?
Sure,
It's great background. It's great to ride that background. But how are you going to be the person sort of stretching against it? You know, sort of like feeling it out. That's how Django plays. That's how Sinatra sings. That's how Billie Holiday sings. So even in the context of minor swing, you need to develop an imagination for playing simple melodies because that's home base. That's that place you fall back into. That's because right now, like the eighth notes being the rhythm section was like not even 90%. It was like 99% of what was happening. The only escape from it would be like an occasional half-step bend or a note with like some vibrato. But you need to have that whole layer of slow playing that you can kick into the subdivision from. So play it and I'll show what I mean. Like 1, 2, 3. So you see, like, even when I played fast stuff, it felt like fast stuff trying to get back there. Mm-hmm. How much weed did we eat? Are you feeling it too?
A little bit. I'm not intermittent fasting, so it's not directly into my bloodstream, but I'm feeling a little.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, you're gonna digest it a little faster.
Holy shit!
But I just had a protein shake, so we're on similar levels.
You just blew my mind with that, because I was like, this is going in way quicker than I'm used to.
Surprise, I'm the teacher. You're just being a nasty student. That's why we had to dose him, because he's a real nasty boy when our lessons come around.
That's so good. Dude, that would be the twist.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my god, I'm worthless. Where are my drop twos?
You know, just at the end, I'm like, that's what you sound like anyways.
That's so precious.
Alright, so even the fast stuff gets back to the melodic.
That's the meat.
Yeah.
That's the meat. It's like, it's not melodic. It's not like flabby, gross stuff. It's like sexy ass singer. Sexy, right?
Yeah.
Like, but it's really that. Like, listen to Billie Holiday. Listen to Louis Armstrong. Fucking epic.
Yeah.
It's like, that's the meat of this kind of music, right? Like, think, like when I talk to you about melodies, it's crazy the amount of detail that's in Louis Armstrong. It's like the brain doesn't even want to start thinking about it. It's more like, it's easier to write that off the talent than to actually start breaking down some of what he's doing to notes and how great his time is. It's very depressing,